What is up, Heffas and friends? Welcome to another Walk and Talk Wednesday. It's your girl Jillian with Java in Journeys with Jillian. Thank you so much for joining me, y'all. It feels very surreal. We are not at Halloween Horror Nights. I know you're like, Heffa, can you please pick another park? All right, y'all. We are actually at EPCOT. As you can see behind me, the Food and Wine Festival is going on, and it's been like started since August. And y'all, we are in October, and this is my first time actually going to Food and Wine. So we are going to hang out. We are going to maybe try a couple of tasty treats or two that are part of the festival and then get on a ride. I feel like, in the spirit of things, we should do Ratatouille. What do you all think? We're going to walk and talk about it. And if you're new here to my Walk and Talk Wednesdays, essentially what this is we just have a little kiki, a little chit chat while, working up a sweat and enjoying some of the views at our favorite theme parks, with me being in Orlando local. So sometimes that could be one of the Disney parks, sometimes it could be Universal. And maybe one day, y'all, we'll make it over to Epic Universe if they ever decide to open it up to pass holders, because y'all, I am not about that life of paying over $100 per day. We're not going to do all that. But y'all, check out the view right now. So here's Spaceship Earth. The sun is setting. It looks so beautiful and golden. And I totally would take you all on a ride to Spaceship Earth. I think I actually tried that on my very first live stream that I did with my Moonbeam family. And unfortunately, it didn't work out then. I think because it had like closed early or something was happening. And y'all, right now, Spaceship Earth is down for some refurbishment. So that's why I'm like, what other ride are we going to do? In the spirit of Food and Wine, we should just do Ratatouille. And let's see if I can, y'all, give me 2 seconds because I want to see your comments. And right now, my screen, it looks so tiny. What's up? What's up? And y'all, I decided to put my co-producer and my sister to work. And I'm like, listen, y'all got to help me monitor the chat because it could be a little difficult. What's up, Jay? How's it going? And y'all, I'm not running on CP time today. I made it early. And I wasn't sure because my sister was running on CP time, not me. She was running on CP time, Jay. I almost got here late because of your friend. But we're here. We made it. 2 minutes till 7. How's it going? I hope that you all who are tuning in have had a great week. Y'all, it feels so surreal, like really and truly, to be back at Disney because y'all know there's been a lot of drama with Disney going on lately. And all the drama is deserved. And yes, I am talking smack while I'm at Disney because that's the kind of trifling heifer I am. I don't think any lies were told, Whitney. I think what was told was actually facts. You know? Y'all, I'm a truth teller. Y'all, I will never lie. What is up, Casey? I thank you, Jay. I agree. Now, Whitney's a little bit questionable. You can always count on what I'm saying, though. And oh, y'all, we didn't even do. I am. Y'all, my sister likes to talk a lot of smack, but we didn't even do the drip check. Okay, so time for the drip check. Here's Whitney. This is my trifling sister, y'all. But look, she has the honest Remy on her shoulder who's trying to be her guiding conscience and tell her what she needs to do. He's like, listen, I'm trying to help her out. You know, she don't listen to me sometimes, but we got the orange bird drip going on. And she doesn't have the matching Crocs. We're going to forgive her for that. She's right in my shirt. Oh, I mean, you don't have your Disney Crocs. Be a rush. Oh, she was being rushed. My bad. And y'all, I have my Mickey Halloween drip on because why not? I bet she is. Does Cece have her like her coordinated drip when she goes out to places? Y'all, the Disney drip can get a little pricey over time. This is why I'm like, with all the boycotts that have been going on, I'm like, listen, Disney's already gotten all my coins, so it's a little bit too little, too late for me. But for you, maybe not. And y'all, as we're walking through, just to give you kind of like an idea of what we're passing by EPCOT. So this Mickey and Friends Pavilion, this is like where you can get some character meet and greets going on. And with the Food and Wine Festival, there are going to be different stalls that are going to have some good bites. So like this one that we're passing up over here to my right side, festival favorites. And I'm not really sure what all to get. So we'll see. Let's actually check out what's over here. So we have potato pierogi and curry spice, fried cheese and frozen s'more. Okay, we're gonna pass. I'm not really seeing anything too interesting at this one. And they also have like dancing over here. Listen, Jay, we may need to recruit your cooking skills in the spirit of food and wine. Yeah, I actually have seen some of Cece's cooking skills. I mean, she's trying. She's trying her best. What? What's right?
Yeah, we're going this way.
Yeah, because we're going to Ratatouille. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. My co-producer was turning me around. I thought it was this way. Like just go straight and then go right. Yeah. I'm thinking, man, yo, my co-producer sometimes he's trying to lead me in all sorts of different directions. What is something that you all have seen that CCJ has actually done really well cooking? Whitney, you could chime in too. I have faith in her. Like, I think she just needs a little bit of practice and she'll get it. Just to be, yeah. Well, that's impressive. If she can make pizza, okay. She didn't make the dough. I was going to say pizza is actually quite complicated. Oh, she got the wrong sauce. Oh, see, you have to have the right sauce when you're making a pizza. We have attempted to make pizza before and we have purchased the dough, but we needed to knead it and actually like roll it out. And I don't know, it's just so easy to overwork dough. That's what I don't like about pizza. But I need to give it a shot because if you can make it well, then it's everything. And y'all, we're coming up against another booth. Let's see what's going on over here because so far that one booth was not. Oh, Pillsbury. Let me not talk out loud because I don't know. There may be some people who. No, Cece should go to Trader Joe's or something. They have some really good dough. Let's see. We have grilled cider brine. Okay. Cast iron stew, river trout, Brussels sprouts, root vegetables. Okay. That's not too terrible. Let me know if you see something with me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little picky. Here's a picture. Okay. So we got to get some visuals. Oh, the Brussels sprouts actually look really good. Yeah, it looks all right. Y'all, it doesn't look like anything exceptional. We're going to keep it moving. We are going to keep it moving. I am ready to eat. I just don't know what to eat. I'm hoping that the Food and Wine Festival has some really good bites this year. What's the other festival, JD, that's really good that I like? Flower and Garden. Flower and Garden has some really good eats that I really like. Okay, we're coming up like on the other side. Oh, I see some right here. All right, here's some more. Here's some other options. Let's see if any of this looks good. So we have a butternut squash and ginger bisque, baked carrot cake, cheesecake, apple cinnamon, mini churros. Okay. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay. Looks all right. Yeah. If I were in a dessert mood right now, and y'all check out the view. It is so beautiful out here this evening, and the breeze is really nice. So the weather is still pretty hot in Florida, but it is starting to get better. It's not as bad as it was like even a few weeks back. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see what's over here at Forest and Fields because so far nothing is really standing out to me. And if you all see something that you would try if you were here, let me know. Okay. They have some pumpkin mascarpone ravioli. That sounds interesting. Shiitake sandwich. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Shiitake.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to be fancy. I'm trying to read everything. Autumn chili. Okay. Mm. Oh no, you're okay. I don't know.
Impossible beef.
Yeah.
Hey, can we just get ready?
I know. Are y'all like, do you like Impossible meat?
Pictures look like over here.
Okay, yeah, let's look at the picture. Actually, Disney's Impossible like foods are all right. Some of them are good, some not so much. Let's see. Chili or the sandwich actually looks pretty good. It looks like what's that place? Shalotsky's, yeah. Shalotsky's, y'all, is this like deli that they would have in the South that is really good. And it was like a chain. I don't know if they're still in business or not. I think there's only like a few of them, but they have like a lot of like chopped olives and things on sandwiches. That one doesn't look too bad. The ravioli looks good. Oh, it is? Mm.
It's your sandwich.
Oh, Jay, you've only ever had the tenders? Okay. Did you want to try anything? Okay, we'll keep it moving. Peanut butter. Ooh, an imperial peanut butter stout. Okay. And y'all, I may actually. Okay, you're gonna get the sandwich. Okay, my co-producer. Ooh, gnats. Oh my gosh, my co-producer is going to grab the sandwich. So we're gonna wait for him to get that. He said there was a peanut butter stout too, but I'm also not in a drinking mood, y'all. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in tonight. Yeah, here's like Swirl Showcase, and they have like some interesting like soft serve ice creams. So like right now, y'all, they have a liquid nitrogen frozen pumpkin cheesecake mousse and a frozen apple pie soft serve. Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, yeah. These y'all, there are flies everywhere. My gosh, it's just the Florida weather. But here is a really great view right in like World Showcase in this area. See if I can walk over without getting ran over by the people. Ah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, y'all, there are bugs everywhere. Oh my gosh. You would think it's the summertime. Ooh, oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna walk over. Okay. This view is absolutely stunning. If the bugs would go away. Oh my gosh. It's warm enough. There's a part of me that's like, I wish I could just jump into this water because this looks like it would be refreshing. But I don't know, y'all, what would Disney water be like? Like if you were to fall in to the water here, would you have to go like get a tetanus shot after? I don't know. It looks a little questionable. So there's this little theme park. This is back when I used to live in Tennessee, and it's called Lake Winnie. And Lake Winnie is like an old school, very old park. And they had like, like water, like what you're seeing out in front of you. And the difference being, because like I'm looking down, I'm sure there's fish in this water, you just don't see them right now. They had these like mutant massive, like I think they were catfish. I don't know what kind of fish they were, but they were massive. And they would just all like kind of swim up because people would throw like popcorn and stuff in the water. And I was like, what would happen if you fell into this water with these giant A fish? They looked so creepy. So creepy. Um, uh, Not feeling it. If I were to have fallen in that water. This one, I don't see any mutant fish. So, you know, hopefully it wouldn't be that bad. But the sun is setting. It just looks so pretty out here. I know there are nets everywhere. And y'all, there's like the friendship boat that's pulling up right now. And so how this works is that you can jump on the boat and they have like different stops around World Showcase. And it just takes you to different parts within EPCOT, depending on where you're going. So it's really cool to be able to like jump on and, take a little ride, especially if you've been walking around the parks all day. And I'm curious how busy because I see some crowds up ahead. I'm hoping it's not going to be too crazy, but like I said, we're going to try to get on Ratatouille. Ratatouille is about an hour wait, but that is a ride that I can take you all on. That hopefully I won't lose any reception. But Ratatouille is so cute, and you wear like these like big glasses, and it's kind of like a 3D effect. So it's really neat and awesome. So I'm hoping to take you all on that and we'll check out Ratatouille. Would that be like the first ride I've ever done on a live stream? Because I don't know that I've ever actually been able to do any rides. I was thinking about like what can I actually take you all on where I won't lose reception. So we'll see. We'll test it out. We'll see what happens. But I am looking forward to hopping on and getting out of this heat. Is just waiting for the co-producer because he is standing in some of these long lines. And also they have some gift shops. I'll show you like the outside looking in so that way if JD comes out, we don't miss him. But it looks like they still have some Halloween merch up in here, y'all. Pretty soon they're going to be turning things over for the Christmas holidays. And I am looking forward to seeing what merch is going to come out. But this is what makes it so hard. So with all the boycotting of Disney, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I like stop like altogether, like let's just say if I'm like, I am done spending money at Disney, I probably would actually save a lot. Because I think I've said this before in other streams. My money basically goes toward Beyonce, Disney, and Universal, and not even necessarily in that order. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like when you imagine like not spending any more money at Disney, it's harder if you're a local. It's easy to cancel Hulu. And I think protest in a way that like, do you boo? It's easier to do that than to be a local and especially if you're a season pass holder and just not go to the park. Because this is what I love to do when I am needing some stress relief after work. And I think it's important for everyone to lean in to whatever thing helps you relieve stress from school, from work, life, whatever. And so I'm like, yeah, Disney already has my money. It would be like, it wouldn't do anything to help the cause. And I also don't have a paid Hulu account. So there you go. So I'm wondering how that is going for some of you all because it is rough. Like right now, things are so rough out here in these streets. So I think whatever it is that you need to do that will help you like relax a little bit, lean into it because y'all, I don't even know. I want to be optimistic. I'm hoping that things will get better. So we're just all going to hang in there and just enjoy the moments that we have because who knows when things change. Which is why I'm happy to be out here with you all this evening. And I'm just like, shoot, how long does it take to get a sandwich?
He said he went to the Canada area.
The Canada area? Like up ahead? Oh, okay. So we need you to just go ahead and walk up there? Okay. Okay. So apparently my co-producer went over to Canada. So the Canada Pavilion is straight ahead. And it is so beautiful. It's one of my favorite pavilions. Okay. So, okay.
Come on, we still in the area.
Yeah. Y'all, I don't know. My co-producer, he has an amazing sense of direction, but sometimes, there are moments where I'm like, we don't know what he's doing. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, y'all, we're going to walk ahead to the Canada Pavilion, which is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, no rides, but they have like a little like theatrical show that like shows you like all the great things about Canada, and it's not too bad. And they have some food booths that we're passing by over here, but we're going to try to catch up to my co-producer. But let's see what's being served. So this is one of the food booths, and you can see like the folks making and preparing the food in the back right here. But let's see what is Canada serving on tonight. Go check out the other side, y'all. Oh, it smells very fishy over here. So it looks like we have, okay, okay. No, these are just highlighting. Anything that looks good, Whitney?
Oh my God,
Filet mignon.
cheddar and bacon soup.
Oh, beef got all right, y'all. I think Whitney's gonna get this filet, and then they have a cheddar and bacon soup with the pretzel roll. She's gonna go ahead and stand in line. Hey, Whitney, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find JD. I'm gonna see if I can find JD. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can find my co-producer. She's gonna get the filet because she fancy like. Again, not really feeling either of those items. So we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, let me tell you what is bomb. This maple popcorn, if you ever find yourself over at EPCOT, let me tell you what you're going to do, honey. You're going to get your popcorn bucket that gets you some refills, and you're going to walk over here and you're going to get yourself some maple popcorn. Because this maple popcorn will change your life, especially when it's fresh. It is so good. And like, get your little maple popcorn and enjoy the view. And this building in front of me is the L'Stellier, and it is a steakhouse, and it is so good, y'all. It is delicious, and you will not be disappointed if you go over there. Homophobic chicken. Oh, that's a good question, Jay. I think we may try to go to Universal tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure though, because get this, we are going to do a 5K at SeaWorld. It's going to be like a haunted, scary 5K or something. And what I am hoping to do, since Universal is near SeaWorld, is after we're done with the 5K, because it's in the evening, it's like at 8 o'clock. After we're done with the 5K, I am hoping that we can go over to Universal. So it's going to be late, but Horror Nights goes on until 2 a.m. So I am hoping to actually pop over there and see what the rides are, or not the rides, but the mazes, the line for the mazes. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll see. We'll see how we're going to be feeling. Oh, little duck. Hi, friend. He's like, oh, where is my popcorn? I have none. I have no popcorn to feed the ducks, y'all. Chick-fil-A. Okay, if you're a Chick-fil-A person, my sister definitely is at like Chick-fil-A. If they ever had like some type of, they have their rewards program. And if you could earn like more points and everything, Whitney would probably be getting stuff for free all the time because the amount of visits that she pays to Chick-fil-A. I really like the Chick-fil-A salads, but you know, if it wasn't for Whitney and her frequent visits, and often she'll pick me up something, I probably wouldn't eat Chick-fil-A that much. I don't know where JD is. So I'm going to head back over to Whitney because I'm like, he's somewhere. Oh, you got your book. Okay. I don't know where JD is at. Oh, he's all the way down there then. So I'll just wait. And y'all, of course, Ratatouille is in the France Pavilion. And I don't even know that I'm going to get anything at the France Pavilion. I'll probably eat something after the live stream. I don't know. We'll see. She does need to invest in Chick-fil-A. I agree 1,000%, Jay. She needs to invest in it because Like if money were no object, I have never seen a Chick-fil-A that isn't booked and busy. Chick-fil-A stays having a line. Their customer service is hella consistent. Now, the owner and founder of Chick-fil-A, he's a little questionable, but we're not going to talk about him and his values. We're going to leave that. We're going to save that for another day. But if I could get a Chick-fil-A franchise, I absolutely would. Oh, should we show the people your food? All right, y'all. Here is the filet with the potatoes and the mushrooms. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, the potatoes look a little like they've been sitting for to tell us if your filet is any good. You don't even know. Hello, Ace. Why'd you come all the way down here?
You said you. I checked.
Oh,
Your chutney is under.
yeah, we're waiting back there. It's okay. Can I show the people your sandwich?
Trying to spot that forward.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This sandwich looks insane. It actually looks a lot bigger than what I thought. All right. Check out this sandwich that my co-producer has. This sandwich looks wild. This is actually a lot bigger. I was thinking, like, in looking at the picture, that it was like going to be a little half a sandwich. This is actually pretty large size. Ooh.
Right?
Yes, I would like to try the sandwich. Thank you so much. All right, y'all.
Right to the right.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if this is going to be any good. Mmm, that's good. The bread is fluffy.
Ham and
Looks like pesto.
pesto and peppers.
It looks like arugula. So it's like some lettuces, ham, pesto. I feel like I taste some sun-dried tomato in that too. That is really good. The bread is fluffy. I was really curious if it was going to be a bit too stale, but it's not bad at all. That sandwich is bomb. Yeah, highly recommend. So if you find yourself coming out to Food and Wine, I recommend the sandwich. Okay, take another bite. All right. Mmm. It's like prosciutto.
$1 too, so it's all new.
Mmm. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. We stand a bougie sandwich. That is a bougie sandwich. Is this the stout? All right, y'all. So at Universal, we had the peanut butter and jelly stout. That was delicious.
And like when you have a motorcycle,
This is peanut butter. I don't think it has the jelly. Look how dark that is. Oh, it's chocolate.
Chocolate peanut butter.
All right, chocolate peanut butter stout. And for those of y'all who may not know, I'm not the biggest beer drinker, but I don't mind trying some. So we're gonna see if this is any good. Cheers, Heffas.
like no, it is like I don't remember. I don't know.
What?
Okay, I taste the chocolate. I taste chocolate more than peanut butter. This is a little. I don't really care, but this is a bit too hoppy for me. Have you tried it? Do you like? I like the one at Universal, y'all, and I can't remember who makes that one.
It was called XUL's the name of the brewery. Like,
Oh, okay. Like XUL, Zool, or something like that. That one was great, but that was also a sweet beer. This stout is a bit more hoppy, not as sweet. So not bad. Whitney, how's the steak? Okay, it's actually cooked well and everything. All right. Okay, Disney not giving us a overcooked steak. All right. And again, check out the view, which looks so incredible tonight. All right, so we have some bangers. Granted, I haven't tried the steak yet. All right. Are you done? Okay. So y'all, here's the steak. Here's the filet. Oh gosh, I hope I don't drop it. All right. And it is pink in the center, so that's good. That's like a mid rare.
That's always where I would text mom.
Filet, what my bougie self. It's not typically the cut that I go for, but that's juicy. That is delicious. And with the full mouth of steak, I'm going to get into these potatoes.
Okay, cheese potato.
Yeah. The potatoes are like a cheddar potato. Okay, food and wine. All right, girl. Yeah, the mushrooms are good. You also know it. So the sandwich, the filet, with the cheesy potatoes, mushrooms, delicious. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. All right. And you all know Java and Journeys, what is a live stream with me if coffee's not involved. And they have a lot of different types of cold brew right now. So we may get into something. We'll see if my boo Joffrey is going to be cooperating tonight. And if you're unfamiliar with Joffrey, who I reference very many of my Disney trips, Joffrey's is essentially the coffee brand that Disney uses. And so in most of their theme parks, you're either going to find Joffrey's or you're going to find Starbucks. And Joffrey's can be very hit or miss. So that's why we have a complicated relationship status. Because sometimes we're in a good place, the relationship is good, we're not arguing, and we see each other. And then other times we are on the outs, and I'm about to hit Joffrey across the face because the coffee is not giving. So if I see an interesting flavor, I'll try it out. We're going to see, and we're going to continue to enjoy this sunset as we're making our way over to the France Pavilion to get on Ratatouille. Hopefully Ratatouille does not get past an hour, because if it ends up being like longer than an hour wait, y'all, we may have to save it for another day. But if there's also something that you see, here's the stage. So typically they have some live music going. Right now they don't, but it looks like there's a band that's about to start up here in just a little bit. But if there's something that you see, let your girl know, holla at me. Especially if there's a certain pavilion, for those of you all who are big into Disney and you love EPCOT as much as I do, that you're like, hey girl, can you show us a little bit of what's going on like in the England pavilion? Of course I can. All right, y'all, let's see. Joffrey's, here's one of the Joffrey stands right here, one of many. Looks like, man, I don't really see anything. Okay, this one doesn't really have anything special right now, so we're going to keep it moving. Yeah, the refresher does sound interesting, but it ain't Java. Oh, y'all, I think I have like some food stuck in my teeth, but I'm going to resist the urge to pick at my teeth. My mama would kill me if she saw me picking at my teeth on a live stream. She's like, girl, I raised you better than this. And I'm like, but did you? And she'd be like, yes, I did.
They
Absolutely.
didn't have a sign up. They're supposed to have a creme brulee cold brew there.
Oh, okay. So they didn't have the sign up, but my co-producer was telling me that there's a creme brulee cold brew. I'm good. We're going to keep it moving. And, y'all, we are passing by the UK pavilion right now, which I really like this pavilion because as a tea drinker and a coffee drinker, I like going into the Twinings tea, although I never really have purchased anything either, because a lot of the stuff you can get in the Twinings tea, you could probably find at the grocery store and it's going to be a little bit cheaper. But let me tell you where I do like to get tea. At the Japan Pavilion. The Japan Pavilion has some really good green tea. But I'll tell you all, though this is not Japanese, this is Korean. They just opened up an H Mart in Orlando, and it is supposedly one of the biggest H Mart, or the biggest H Mart, I think, here in the US. So I am hoping to take a visit over there and check out and see what kind of tea they're going to have when we're able to go. But the lines have been so crazy. So I'm going to have to pick a time and figure out, be strategic with it. Because you know me, your girl does not like to do the lines. So we could skip lines. I'm going to skip the line. Oh, yeah. Okay, y'all. I was wondering, I'm like, are we going on the friendship boat? Or that's the
Skyliner.
yeah, the Skyliner. All right, y'all. Here's the France Pavilion off in the distance with that beautiful sunset. And it's been a while since I've been on Ratatouille, so I'm looking forward to taking a little ride, seeing Remy and the gang. Why not? We're here. Now, of course, Ratatouille is super popular, so that ride typically is going to have like the longest waits between that. Sometimes Frozen, but actually Frozen has been like around 35 minutes this evening. And y'all, Frozen, at least here at EPCOT, it's all right. I definitely would not wait longer than 30 minutes for Frozen. But I am so excited about the France Pavilion is also another one of my favorites because it's just so beautiful. And it gives me hope that one day I can quit being a broke Heffa and I can make it over to France. One day in life. We'll see. This is why y'all need to like, subscribe, share, support your girl, support her long-term dreams of being a full-time content creator. Because let me tell you all something, it feels like everything's getting more expensive. So not only do I think I need to aspire to be a full-time content creator, y'all, we may have to do a little OnlyFans or something. I don't know. I'm speaking softly so that I don't scare my co-producer. But y'all, you know, we gotta hustle, we gotta do, and have multiple side hustles. Would y'all support me? Y'all, if I were to do an OnlyFans, I wouldn't even tell y'all. Y'all would not know. Peaches, codename Peaches, will be on lockdown. Y'all be like, why is this Heffa not live streaming anymore? And it's like, well, because she got another side hustle that she can't really talk too much about. So that's how you all know. All right, y'all. Here is Ratatouille. We're gonna head on over. And isn't this so cute, y'all? You have like the little chateau over here on the side. And even when you walk back on Ratatouille, there's like a little creperie. So while you're waiting in line, you can get your little crepes on. And you have like the Skyliner over here. It's just so pretty. Y'all, this is what I mean. Like, yes, Disney has some trifling tendencies. Absolutely. They deserve the backlash that they're getting right now. Listen, everyone can get it. I hold everyone accountable for their actions, okay? But I'll tell you, this is like what I appreciate after, like I said, a long, stressful day of working. Being able to come out here and chill and talk to you all. And this is why, for me, as a local now, it would be really hard to just be like, because if I were to boycott everything, y'all, this is just real talk. I'm being honest. And I'm not saying that means don't boycott, like absolutely boycott and pick the causes that you really want to stand up for. But for me, I'm like, these corporations have us all in a chokehold. So it's really hard to just stop everything. So you have to be strategic and plan. Okay, that's the thing. If you want to boycott successfully, plan really well. And look at me telling y'all how to plan while we're at Disney. Because again, I'm a trifling Heffa and everybody can get it, okay? Everybody. This is why I'm not going to get my brand deal with Disney. Because they were like, oh, you were talking ish about us? And I was like, yeah, probably so. While you're at the park, yeah, that sounds that sounds on brand for me. Because everybody can get it. And y'all, the line, okay, it's not too terrible. But here we go. Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Let's go ahead. Okay, so it dropped by 5 minutes, 5 whole minutes. Praise God. So we're going to go ahead and get on this line and hopefully enjoy this ride, y'all. And we have one of the chefs. And hopefully this queue will go by really quickly. We'll see. But I'm thankful because I have seen this line far longer than what it is right now. So I'm hoping that as we're standing, the wait times will just continue to go down even further. That's the hope in the dream and the prayer. And you see like the views of the fountain as we're passing by, but I'll show you all how crazy this queue can get. So if you, like as we turn this corner, y'all look at how crazy this queue can get. And luckily, we're not having to stand in all of that. It's like just right outside of Gusto's, which is going to be so pretty. So you all will see when we walk in how lovely it is. So for now, I'm just going to give you all, a view of the light pole. Let's see if I can get you a better view of the sign right over here. So I'm looking forward to trying this. And you have to tell me if Ratatouille is one of your favorites. I am so behind, y'all, when it comes to my Pixar films. So Ratatouille is one that I think is super cute. It's probably one of the last full ones that I've seen in terms of Pixar. I know they're coming out with another Toy Story really soon. But I was even saying when we were in California, we were at Disneyland, and we were there for the Oogie Boogie Bash, that like when you go to the Halloween parties at Disney, and this is the same thing at Disney World, that all the treats are like trick trails. And so you'll see villains on the trick trail. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen Big Hero 6. I am all out the loop. I didn't even know who the villain was. So I saw him and he was engaging and funny. But I'm like, I don't know who this fool is. So someone's going to have to help me out. But even if you are catching my live stream after it's been posted, you are always more than welcome to engage with me in the comments, y'all. Sometimes I don't see all the comments, but I try to catch them when I can. And you have to tell me, what is your favorite Pixar film? And it's okay if you're a grown adult and you love Pixar. There is nothing wrong with that. As I like to say, I'm an adult who goes to Disney. I am not a Disney adult. And I'm also like, mind your business. But why do you care where I spend my money? I was actually asking my sister about this. I'm like, why do people get so upset about adults who go to Disney? And I can understand if you're being like creepy, but I'm like, this is not the place. Disney is too expensive to be a creep. Like, you need to worry about the random people who are maybe at your parks and like keep a close eye out if you have like random adults in your park who are just like there for no reason and like staring at the kids, being a creep. I'm like, that's what you need to be focused on, not adults who decide to come over here and spend all this money. Let me tell you why we invest a lot of our coins in Disney at this point in our life, because when we were kids, we could not afford to go. No, the first time I ever went to Disney, there's some fun lore for you all, was when I was actually in high school. So our band, I don't even know why we were in Florida when I think about it. But we had a trip over here and we took a charter bus and we came out. That was my first time coming to Disney. So I think I was like 16 years old. And then after that, I did work for Disney as a part of their college program for like, I don't even know if it was even a year. That was an interesting experience that I'm more than happy to talk about on a different day. There's actually not really much to say. But let me not beat up on Disney too bad tonight while I'm here, like the Tri-Point Heffa I am. And then that's it. And then I didn't start coming to Disney until your girl actually had a job where she was getting a check and could afford to come to Disney. So, the rides are for everybody. This is a family park. There's also some adult things that you can do that kids aren't allowed to do. Like they have certain like eateries and places. Like I think only like a couple. They actually have a really nice bar in EPCOT they just opened up recently that I have not had the chance to go to. So yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. It is what it is. So I'm like, mind your business. Like we're all here for a short time, so therefore we're here for a good time. And y'all, the sign needs to move. It's not moving. I know. Now I'm kind of questioning it, y'all. I don't know if this Ratatouille thing's going to be okay. Someone just moved a couple feet. I'm like, I don't want to wait 50 minutes. And I think the park closes at 9 o'clock. So, and it's close to 8 right now. And we're just rounding the corner. So, y'all, I don't know. We're going to see. I was a little hopeful there for a second that maybe, because sometimes they'll post long waits for something and it's not really as long of a wait. They're just trying to like encourage you to go to other attractions. And so if you can kind of see the line over. Oh, but that air conditioning all feels so good. I cannot wait to get into the air conditioning. So we're about to step in. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Should we wait? JD, what do you think? Should we wait 30 minutes? Is there another ride you think we should try to hop in? All right, my co-producer is going to check out wait times, y'all, because I'm just like, oh, this line is not moving as quickly as I was hoping that it was going to move, but it was wishful thinking on my part. And also, this is weird. I'm so used to like horror nights that there's stuff like happening all around me. And y'all, it's a very calm, chill evening. And yeah, y'all, we may do Ratatouille on another day, like when it's like 30 minutes or less. Maybe I can find us something else to get into. Or maybe we'll save it for the future live stream. This is why I don't typically take y'all on rides, because this is just a thing when you show up. What'd you say? This is like what is complicated. Okay. It's what always ends up happening is that, especially at Disney. So Disneyland, this is what I miss about Disneyland so much, is that you can come to the park in the evening and y'all, you could do a ton of rides at Disneyland, a ton of it. Whereas when you come to Disney World, it just stays booked and busy all day. And so you just kind of have to catch certain things like at Magic Kingdom. You can maybe catch a few good rides during the fireworks. Uh, they do have like a fireworks show that is all right. It's okay. Called Luminous. Yeah. So it's a little sad. It's a little sad fireworks show, and not because like it's sad as in like the fireworks aren't good. It's just like a story about like living and dying. And I'm like, girl, this must be, we're here to be happy. Okay? So it's like, it's very strange in that way. And so, yeah, Luminous is bizarre, but Luminous basically starts closer to park close. So, you know, I'm hoping, okay, so we're moving a little bit. We were just stagnant there for a second. So we're making our way around. We're just going to be patient, y'all. I'm an impatient heifer. And I really want to show you all like the outside. Like once you get closer to the loading area, you get a chance to see like Gastos, and it just looks really pretty. And you feel like you're in Paris. And y'all, I am hoping, do you have any plans to travel? You have to tell me if, though we're in the fall, and I know summer travel's out the way, if you are planning something really cool, let me know. I don't know if I have any like big travel plans at all this year. We'll see. I would love to take an international trip, y'all. That is my goal. Like, this is why I love, like, EPCOT is one of my favorites because I find it to be a very inspirational park. Because, like, for me, I'm like, I joke, this is the closest I'm going to get to half these countries. But in reality, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I really would like to plan a trip. And, the best time to travel abroad is oftentimes during off peak. So, like, late fall, winter, before like the holiday season. So, y'all, I would love to go to Europe. That would be so nice. I just don't know, y'all. Between work, having enough PTO to go, because if I go, I want to go and I do not want to have to work. So I don't know that that's going to be in my deck of cards anytime soon, but we'll see. Send some good manifesting vibe my way, y'all. And also, now that we're here together in this queue, nothing really interesting. Like for the first part of it, I never really realized how like bland this is. Like there's no pictures for us to look at. Nothing. And Disney's normally really good about their queues. They're like, Heffa, you need to stop complaining because at least you have AC. And I'm like, yeah, that I'll take a bland view and some AC any day of the week. But this truly feels like we are in the lobby of like we're walking into the lobby of a restaurant. So, you know, we still have quite a bit of the queue left to go. And as we get closer though, it is going to look nicer. But if you have any fall plans, and also let me tell you all where I am, like speaking of fall, where I am falling behind, is I need to put out my content with some of my like home decor. So being in this like environment, I'm like, oh my gosh, looking at this wallpaper, I'm like, I need to put out my fall Halloween decor video, which I started recording the transition like back in like late August when we started converting everything over. And y'all, I just have not gotten around to it. So I have so much footage in that regard that I need to put out. So I'm a little behind. And I'm like, while we're in October, I need to get that done because pretty soon we're going to be at the holiday season. Y'all going to be like, Heffa, you missed your chance. You know, look, we're around Gaston. So this is, I think, so cute. And you see like the tops of the building. And it really feels like you're in France, honestly. And it's so cute. So I love this one because this is when it's like, okay, we have something interesting to look at. And then we'll go back into a little bit of the blandness. But you see like the rooftop right there, the faux rooftops. And I just think this is so picturesque and so cute. But especially when it is like flipping hot outside and you're able to just like hang out in the queue. This is when it's nice. But you see this line, it's like we still have so much of the queue to go. Like how far away do you think we are from the loading zone? It's not even like around the corner. Oh, for real? Okay, y'all. So Whitney was saying that she's only done this right. I didn't even realize that. I think I have written on Ratatouille, I think 3 times, but it's been a while because again, like this ride typically has really long waits. So the times that I have come over here, it's because the wait time was like less than 30 minutes or like a walk on. Like I remember one time I was super early in the day and we were able to catch it. It was like right as EPCOT opened. We were able to pop in here, get a Ratatouille, and then step out. But yeah, so this is not one that I commonly jump on, but I didn't realize that it's only like your second time potentially on this thing. So this will be fun. But I'll tell you right now. Oh, he's talking. See, Ghetto's moving. Hey, listen, he's saying that Chef Remy gonna hook us up, y'all. He gonna hook us up. Rim, you gonna hook us up? All right now. I forget that that the chef actually taught. So yeah, this is a little bit interactive. At least that one part though. But yeah, so like when you get on the ride, you basically put on your glasses because there's like screens and it's 3D and it's like you are a rat. It's like you have transformed into a rat. And so you'll see when we get on that the perspective is like you're a mouse and you're with Remy and family. It's like Fast and Furious Remy style. That's what's happening here.
It's just not 3D, it's the 2D.
Oh, it is? Okay, so my co-producer was telling me that the one in France is actually no longer 3D. It's a straight up 2D, right? And y'all, that is something I'm looking forward to. That's another reason why. I mean, like, of course, I want to try the French food. I want to try French wine. I want to see the Eiffel Tower. I want to do some of the touristy things. Go to the some of the museums. I definitely, you already know that if I find myself out in France, we are going to Disney Paris. Like that is happening. Like straight up. Also, if I ever find myself in Japan, I'm going to go to Tokyo Disney Sea. That is going to happen. Y'all, if money were no object, I would just hit up all the international Disney parks. One day. That is my hope. That is the hope and the dream of Jillian is to go to all these parks. What I will settle for right now is for this line to move just a little bit faster. How far away are we from the loading zone? Okay. So y'all, it's like not quite light at the end of the tunnel because essentially we're gonna get through this part of the queue, which y'all can see here, that kind of like wraps around. And so once we go in this area that's like ahead, there's gonna be like another kind of like line that we have to go through, and then we'll be able to be in the loading zone. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope that you've been enjoying this live stream so far. You know, I've been pushing myself because typically for those people that have seen my walk and talks, we typically just do 30 minutes and then we out. This time I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to start giving the people an hour. I'm going to try my best, y'all. So that's what it's all about. We're trying to expand our horizons over here. So this is the part that is like so tedious. But I hope that you all enjoy this ride. Being that I think this is the first time, if we're able to get on it, I've actually filmed, like done a live stream on the ride. And because it's not super intense, you can actually do some recording, which is quite nice. And my co-producers, this is on me because there's also single rider with this. And so we had done the single rider. I could get through this a lot faster, but I didn't want to piss anybody off. If I'm like live streaming with you all and I'm sitting with like a random family and they're like, why is this up a live streaming and she's ruining my experience? I don't want to ruin anybody's experience, y'all. That's not my intention. Okay, it's never my intention. And there goes Gustavo talking again. But you get this like shot that looks like again that we're on like the rooftop. Because if you have seen Ratatouille, you know that Remy talks with Gustavo on the rooftop. And so hence this is where we're at because we're a part of Remy, hashtag Fast and Furious rat style. And y'all, so yes, hashtag rat fam for real. Y'all, I was just thinking that looking at these, this is also how you know I'm a millennial because I will sometimes get in these queues and I'm like, oh, this will get in my house, or oh, like this gives me restoration hardware vibes, and like anything that's like French adjacent gives me restoration hardware vibes. And y'all, like this is another thing that a money war no object. I would absolutely have like a little chateau in France. Can you imagine my wannabe bougie self? I may let my sister visit me. Okay.
You and I just let you remember
So y'all, basically that message is like, listen, you need to. Y'all, let me tell you, that was a very coded message from the cast member. The cast member is like, listen to me. You need to stay with your family. You need to stay with your party. You need to keep up ahead of me so we can like get this line moving. Because as you can see, we're pretty much, again, like a little bit of a standstill right now. Okay, we're going to be moving up a couple of inches. And they're like, listen, you need to pay attention. I'm like, tell me about an incident without telling me about an incident, Disney edition. And that's when you hear these announcements. And, they're like, please pay attention and stick with the party that you're with so we can hurry up and get your A on this attraction and get you out of our hair as quickly as possible. Y'all, even with the announcement, I'm like, come on, let's keep it moving. But yeah, so money were no object. I would go to the international Disney parks and I would have my little chateau in Petty and I would eat some bomb food. You all would see a Heffa with her baguette, a fresh baked baguette, hashtag Beauty and the Beast, hashtag Belle style, and you would not be able to tell me nothing. And I'm hopping all over the place because I start talking to y'all and then different topics come to my head. But when I say that you really truly could not tell me nothing, you cannot tell me nothing, honey, if the bag was bagging. Because it makes me think sometimes of like Lizzo. And the reason why Lizzo sticks out is because have y'all heard Lizzo's new album, My Face Hurts from Smiling? Okay, listen. So this is for me because I feel like I need some like upbeat, fast, like club adjacent music. For me, I like it. Now, a lot of people are like, don't really care for it. I get it. It's not for everybody. But when you are upset and you are mad and you're frustrated, Lizzo's album is perfect. But the reason why I bring her up and like really not caring is because I think it's so hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious. I'm like, Lizzo, girl, I wish I could shake you. Because Lizzo talks a lot about how, which of course, like, you have like your social media cyberbullies or whatever. And I can only imagine with her being a plus size Black woman, just sheer amount of hate that she gets. And even when she started losing weight, I'm like, you know what? Heifers are never even happy. You weren't happy when she was fat. She's starting to slim down. Y'all aren't happy. You're not happy because now she can take your mate. Really, really take your mate. Because not just say big girls can't do it, but I think some people get really upset that big girls are losing their weight. And because, like, and as a fellow big girl, that we have to really lean into our personalities. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big girl with that big personality and the weight loss on top of that, which is so stupid that to me, in order to like, especially here in the US, like it's like you have to look a certain way to get all the dates or whatever. But I'm like, some of you all have lost your minds because they're like, oh my God, she can come with my man. Because not only does she have the personality, but now she is even more societally acceptable. But I'm like, listen, Lizzo Heffa, come here. Come here. Come listen to cousin. If I was a rich bee, you cannot tell me nothing. I would not care what you say about me. I don't care what you think about me. While you're sitting at home tweeting about me or typing about me, I'm here in France living in my chateau. Okay? And y'all, this is like another cute part of the queue. And so you have like the artist station over here, and we're starting to get a little bit closer to the ride, and you can see the images of what the ride is supposed to look like. And so, like I said, like you saw the picture of the rat, and so you're basically a part of the rat family, and you're helping Remy to cook up some food while trying to not get yourself killed at the same time. But you see all these views here. It's just so cute. I love it. So that's like a cute part of the queue that I absolutely like. But y'all, that is what I'd be focusing on. Decorating my chateau, decorating my mansion. Okay? Because when I tell you, you cannot tell me nothing, you cannot tell me nothing. And so I'm like, look, you need to just stop. And also, you need to talk with your former dancer and work that out too. You need to do that, girl. So that way y'all can all find peace in this situation, like take some accountability where accountability is owed. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I say everyone can get it, everybody can get it. Okay. No one is above some accountability. And you have this other part of the tree that I'll show you all coming up. I try to be really careful about like not filming people with their kids. So that's why we're just looking at the wall right now. But we're basically going to, in terms of time check, ride check, we're going to get through this part of the queue and then we'll be closer to the loading zone. So again, thank you for hanging out with Java and Journeys and tuning in and hear my crazy antics and my crazy dreams of wanting to have a place abroad.
Also, everyone, and welcome to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Remy's kitchen is just around the corner. So, to ensure your wait time is as short as possible, we ask that you please keep your entire party together and always keep up with the group ahead of you. In addition, know that you may be asked to sit with members of another party. This will help us fill every seat and maintain your wait time at an absolute minimum. Thank you very much, merci, and have a magical night.
You remembered at that time, y'all. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer, which gives me some hope and some faith. And y'all, with us being Wednesday, I hope you are having a good rest of your week. What is your weekend looking like? So here's what I'm hoping to do. So I was saying earlier in our walk and talk that here's what's happening for me, at least tomorrow. It's not the weekend. So in the evening, I'm actually doing a 5K. So it's me, myself, my co-producer, and my sister at SeaWorld, y'all. So it's like Halloween. So the last SeaWorld run that I did was a 5K, but it was like, well, it wasn't quite 5, it was a 3 mile, which is like just under 5K. It was for the holidays. It was like their reindeer run, and y'all, it was a lot of fun. So that was, of course, like toward the end of last year. And my co-producer was like, they have like a Halloween race. And I was like, sure. So y'all, we're going to do that tomorrow evening. So that is going to be interesting. No, I will not be live streaming that because you all do not need to see me looking like we are struggling on the bus of life. And I will tell you all what I love about like the SeaWorld races, as well as like the Disney races, is that it's just a lot of fun. Like you can make it as serious as you want to be. So if you're someone who's super competitive, of course, you can like try to get that top race time and they like document the race times and will shout you out and all that good stuff. For me, I'm just there for the good vibes and just to be in the environment. So I am looking forward to that. And while we're on the topic of races, so we have that one on tomorrow. And depending on how I'm feeling, my co-producer was like, "You're really going to do this?" And I'm like, "I'm going to try." We'll see if I am feeling good and my sister is feeling good as well. We're going to try to maybe go to War Nights and pop in because what I am hoping is like the 5K starts at 8:00. So I'm thinking we should be able to do it within an hour. So in theory, we should be able to head over to Universal probably around like 10, 9:30, 10, somewhere around there. And Horror Night goes on until like 2 a.m. So what I'm hoping, y'all, is that by the time we get to Universal, it will be not hectic, not crazy, just see. And maybe we can get a couple of mazes under our belt. Because the last time I did a live stream with you all, we were able to do a maze. Now, I couldn't take you all with me, unfortunately. See, now we were at Universal Hollywood. I couldn't take you all with me. So this is why you need to like, subscribe, follow me, be a part of Heffa Nation, so we can be on our road toward monetizing. So one day this Heffa can take you all to Universal Hollywood because we'll be living in California. Y'all just want to live everywhere. I just want to be a creature of the world. But we're going to see if that's going to happen. So that's the plan. And speaking of races, I have not posted this yet. So this will be posted, I think, not this week, but next week, my 10K at Disneyland, which was a Halloween 10K. Y'all, that 10K was way big. It was a lot more challenging than I thought. And your girl was trying to keep it cute. And I thought, oh, I was able to do a Disney 5K. I did the wine and dine 5K. And y'all, that was so much fun. But here's where I messed up. This is 100% on me. I did not train at all. like life has just been getting in the way. I've not been prioritizing like getting on that good treadmill. And really the exercise that I've been getting in are all my walks going into the parks, which as you all can see, like depending on where you're walking, like sometimes the walks can be intense, sometimes you're just like standing in line and hopefully we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, so we're gonna look at the ride so you can see what we have in store for us. But yeah, so y'all, well, let me tell you, the first 3 miles I was okay. After the third mile, I was struggling. And typically, y'all, for these races, I will do a combination of like jogging and walking, like power walking. I don't run. I'm not a runner. I don't love running. And y'all, I think because I just haven't been conditioning my body for any types of jogging, I was struggling so hard. It was ridiculous. I felt so embarrassed at myself. Not that I wasn't holding anybody up. I was keeping pace. But y'all, I was so proud of myself for finishing at all because it was touch and go there. It was touch and go. So the next time I ever decide to sign myself up for 10K, y'all, I will definitely get my butt on the treadmill, do some power walking, do some jogging outside because that cannot ever happen again. Because it was either on the struggle bus. So I definitely worked for that for Deville medal. It was all like villain theme because it was Halloween and our villain mascot was Corella. So then I was trying to channel. I was like, Corella, girl, give me that fabulosity. Give me that fabulosity. So we made it through, y'all. We made it. And you would think, okay, Heffa, so you knew that you had this 5K, so you've obviously been training, right? I mean, if you count our walk-in talks, I was chatting with Whitney, and I was like, "Sarah, how are you feeling?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna show up." So pray for us, y'all. But you know what? This will not be as intense. 3 miles is not bad at all. I promise you, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. We're almost there. We have some more queue, but we're picking up our ride glasses right here. So y'all, we're almost getting there. Thank you. Prepare for your camera. For the camera. Yes, you put it first like that. Can see what it looks like? Do you think that's actually gonna work? Y'all, will that work? If I were to put this in front of y'all, would y'all see things in 3D? See, what you see is the reflection of yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Y'all, just pretend. Use your imagination. But you see the 3D glasses, and these are not too shabby, y'all. These are actually pretty sturdy. So if Disney ever decides to get rid of these and just give them away, I may have to pick up a couple pairs because this is not too bad at all. Yeah, so for these, you pick up your 3D glasses and then you just wait until you're on the ride and you just pop it on. And fortunately, I have my contacts on because nothing more is worse than when you're getting on like a 3D ride and you have your glasses and then you're trying to put on your 3D glasses on top of your glasses. So annoying. First world problems, hashtag. But anywho, so yeah, we have not trained at all. We're just going to show up so we don't get fined, and hopefully it will be a good experience. But I know the first time I did my 5K. Now, granted, again, I was actually a lot more active, but I didn't really start getting active till I think it was like maybe a couple weeks before the race, and I did okay. It was a great experience. The 10K struggling. Y'all, I don't even know that I will sign up for 10K again. I'm going to be real. Like, if I could power walk the full 10K and not fall behind, I would absolutely do another 10K. I think knowing my fitness level and what worked for me, 3 miles was perfect. The 6 miles, 6 point whatever miles. No, I just don't think it's in my ministry. And also, let me tell you what was difficult. Things that I did not know. So if you decide to do one of the Disney races, now Disneyland, they're actually not going to have a race for a while because they're going to be doing a lot of construction around like Disney California Adventure. So basically, where the Monsters Inc. area was, they are going to turn all of that and convert it over to what are they changing that over to, JD? Like the Monsters Inc. area in Disneyland. What are they turning that over to?
Oh, Avatar.
Avatar. So this is why I need my co-producer because my mind went blank for a second, but they're turning all that over to so for the construction for Avatar, they are essentially going to not like shut down a chunk of DCA. So therefore, because when you do these races, you're going through part of DCA. They're not going to be able to allow you to do that. So with all the activity that's going to be going on and building and whatnot, they're not going to have any races for a while. So, and I didn't even know that until like we were there and there were some talks about it. So it was really nice to be a part of kind of like that last cohort for a while. But also something that I did not anticipate. I had my running shoes, that was all fine. My A6, which I recommend, those are a good brand of running shoes, as well as the Brooks. But needless to say, the cobblestone, like especially when you're in like the fantasy land area, is not pleasant to run on at all. At all, at all. So it's like it felt weird and uncomfortable running through that. So it's like trying to run through that on top of trying to like keep up, maintain a decent pace. No, it was. So I think if Disneyland opens up like another of their Halloween races, like in the next like couple of years or so, if I sign up again, it'll probably just be for the 5K, unless my fitness level entirely changed and I become like a lover of running, which I don't see that being in my biggest streak at all. It's like, because you ever seen people do like some really intense fitness and you are like eating a bag of chips and you're watching them do it and you think to yourself, like, I want to be that person. At least have the physical capability. That's me. I'm the Heffa eating the chips on the couch. And I'm like, ooh, I want to be that person. And then you start doing it and you're like, no, not for me. But as they say, you need to, of course, keep doing the fitness and it gets easier, it gets better. You fall in love with it. That's what they say, y'all. That's true. I don't know. Give me a good hike. Let me do a cute little hike. Let me do a cute little power walk, some light jogging. That's all day, every day. But anything else more intense than that, it just like, I want to have fun. So, not a competitive racer at all. So, we're going to see how this SeaWorld race goes. As we're in Extreme Pain coming out in the SeaWorld race tomorrow. And yeah, Universal will be happy, but I'm hoping that we'll be okay. Because we have the frequent fear pass, and I'm like, for me to get my money's worth, I need to go every week, especially y'all, because we have some exciting trips made potentially in October. May is the middle of the month, and we may be going to Las Vegas, not entirely sure. Don't know. So TBD. If we do end up going to Las Vegas, y'all, maybe I'll try to do a live stream with you all while I'm there. I've been to Las Vegas like multiple times, but my mom has never been. So that's TBD. And then because I am going to be near-ish to the Pacific Northwest, I may hop on a flight, go to Seattle, hang out with some friends, reconnect with some folks. Since I'm already like on that part of the US, so we'll see y'all. And if we do, I'm really hoping to take you all along, film some really cute coffee shops because every time I've gone to Seattle, I've just never gotten enough footage and maybe get a live stream. We'll see. I have to think about where to do the live stream because Seattle is an interesting, funky city that I love. It has so much character. I was listening to this comedian. I cannot remember her name, but there was something that she talked about, which she was joking about like being in like Seattle and Portland is like being on the set of Thriller, like Michael Jackson's Thriller. Yeah, unfortunately, it's pretty much it's like that. Homelessness is a for real problem for all sorts of reasons. Not only in the Pacific Northwest, but also in like a lot of parts of California. But I absolutely love the West Coast. I love it. I miss it so much. That's like where my heart and my spirit is. So I'm hoping at some point in the near, not too distant future that we'll be able to move back to the West Coast. And if we do move back, I don't know, y'all, if I want to go to I don't know, Seattle or California. I feel like I'll be able to get that kind of place that I want in Seattle without having to give up my left and right kidneys and my firstborn. We'll see. I don't know. We'll check it out. Look, this one, we're just like at a standpoint. I just want us to move, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I'm not going to say never again, and not never again as in like we're not going to go on a ride. This will be the last time that I think I'll do a long wait like this. I was really hoping that it would be 50 minutes, barring hornets, because that's a different situation for the Macy's. But y'all, we're just like, anytime you see people sitting on the ground, that's never a good sign. So I don't know if like something's broken down or what. So I don't know. No, we gonna pray. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I just want to get through. We were moving. We were making some incremental progress. And like, now we're hanging in there, y'all. Even Emil's keeps giving Remy's brother keeps giving us the safety guidance. And I'm like, Emil, can you get us on the ride, please? Please. Like, what is happening? And y'all, it doesn't look like if I turn over here that anyone else has been excused. So I'm wondering if the ride is delayed. Oh, it isn't? Oh, it isn't 45 minutes. Yeah, y'all. Straight up lie. Okay, so the ride has been delayed. So I don't know. Maybe they're just needing some extra time to load and unload. So we'll see. Y'all, this ride gets delayed. And we're so close. I'm like, of course, this would happen to us. Of course. I'm like, anytime I heard the announcements, I was going to say, y'all, this is like giving me horrible flashbacks to Epic Universe. And let me tell you what happened. So check out my long form content on Epic Universe, y'all, because the nonsense that happened at Epic, y'all, on the battle administrative method, which is like in the wizardry section over here, we waited a cumulative, like, what was it, like 4 hours, I think, for that ride. Not at one time, because like it delayed. We left, came back, still delayed, y'all. And so this little announcement will come like during that. We're sorry, but we're currently experiencing some, technical difficulties and, da 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 da. And y'all, it was straight up stressful. Okay. So it looks like we're moving on again. All right. I'm not sure what is going on. I don't know that you hear anything behind me, but we're having some family meltdown issues going on behind y'all. Well, okay. If I could get away with doing this, let me tell you all what I would do. And so you see right here at this point, this is like where the single rider line and the regular line converges. We're actually having some people wait. So that's why I was like getting nervous, because this side right here has like no one waiting. And so I was just like, oh my God, are they delayed? But hopefully, Maybe moving up here any minute now, closer. But if I could film this and actually get permission to get away with this, I have seen all sorts of family breakdowns here at Disney, and I feel so bad because it's like it's hot, the kiddos are cranky, they're hungry, everyone's tired, especially when you've been here all day, and the epic meltdown. And not even just the kids, it's like the adults getting into it too. No, it's crazy. Straight up. Okay, so we're moving some more. So hang in there with me, Heffas. This is my longest live stream. We're so close. Like I can hear them loading and unloading the vehicles. We're getting so close. So no, just keep hanging in there. This is record time. So yeah, check out my private Epic Universe, and you will see like the experience that we have, but Universal made it. It's all good. They allowed us to come back again because we didn't have a great visit, that one visit, because we spent like most of our time just waiting for Battle of the Ministry of Magic because the ride just kept breaking down. And it was rough, y'all. But they made it right. So shout out to Universal for making it right for us. But yeah, okay. I see more people moving, so y'all, I just think that maybe something was going on. But okay, we're making it through. More people are walking, y'all. We're getting close. I appreciate you, Heffas. So shout out to my Twitch Heffas, my Moonbeam Heffas, my YouTube Heffas. And y'all, I want to live stream on TikTok, but I had no idea. My ears are popping so bad. But I had no idea, y'all, that to live stream on TikTok, you actually have to have like I think like 1,000 followers. There's like a threshold that you need to cross. So I'm like, thank you, Moonbeam and Twitch and YouTube for not putting restrictions on me. Because I'm like, come on now, TikTok for real. And y'all, if you know the secrets navigating TikTok, let me know and follow me there. Because like I've been posting some shorts and like my shorts are not really getting any traction, but it's funny because on YouTube, my shorts get some good views. And I'm not saying like I've gone viral where I've gotten like millions of views. That's happened yet. But I have at least gotten like hundreds. Some of my shorts have gotten thousands of views. No, I like it's embarrassing how bad it is on TikTok. Like some of my shorts have like 0 views, and I'm like, what's happening, bro? So if anyone has any tips on how to navigate TikTok, let me know. All right, thank you. All right, y'all. We made it, Heffas. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get in the queue. I don't know if we'll have a vehicle to ourselves. We're probably gonna put a single rider with us. But you see the vehicle right here to load. All right, y'all. All right. Y'all, I'm gonna put on my glasses. All right, y'all, we are putting it back down. Okay, y'all. You see our fancy 3D glasses? That's what the ride is looking like. So, y'all, thank you for hanging deep with me. We have one of the vehicles going. So, hopefully, we don't lose reception or signal. So, we'll see how this goes. But you all see like where the delays can come in because I see these vehicles come up right here. It looks like I think we're going to go around and y'all, we're moving. We're moving. So, I hope you enjoy Remy's Ratatouille adventure with y'all.
Look at, see the question. Chef Daddy is waiting for you. This way. Here they are. Guess I need to for a few days.
Here. What idea? No. Simple bomb? Too simple. And wait, that's it. Hey guys, the food is for them, not you. You. Nah. Hey, what are you doing? Too many gossip food. Je va falloir rapidement
Oh Lord, y'all, I think there's a technical difficulty. Oh, this is stressing me out. You gonna shoot us? Y'all, this is stressing me out. Yep, y'all. This is why we waited 10 years. Oh my God, it scared me.
Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Vous êtes toujours les bienvenus chez Rémi. À bientôt et bon appétit. Mino. Non.
This is a this way. You are always welcome. Bistro Shady. Oh, well.
Suck again. Suck again. Suck again. Pick out the view. Peace out, friends. Oh my gosh, y'all, that was so stressful. Oh, there's our other My Springs. And you'll see like the little light up above. So cute. All right, y'all. That was so much fun. What did you all think of the ride? Our first ride together, y'all. So Java and Journey, look at me taking y'all on a little Parisian journey. Hashtag Disney style. Emil's like, listen, fools, don't make me come for you if you don't drop off your glasses. Y'all, I had a blast with you. Was that cork popping not stressful? I was just like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? I have my 3D glasses on. That was a lot of fun, but also you could see like why there were some delays, right? But I had such a great time. So Heffa Nation, thank you so much for joining me, y'all. We have been streaming. So far, record hashtag longest stream that I've had. I appreciate you all for hanging in there. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about Ratatouille or even Disney's little version of Paris. And let a Heffa know if you would support my OnlyFans. So I can get my little chateau in Paris. With that being said, Heffas, don't forget to like, subscribe. Tyler, what's up? Listen, Tyler, I know 100%. And Tyler, I think you probably just missed our Ratatouille adventure. I was just about to sign on off. So you're going to have to recheck out this stream. So Heffas, thank you so much again for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also tune in. My Walk and Talk Wednesdays are every Wednesday, at least most Wednesdays, y'all. I try to stay on top of it. 7:00 Eastern time. And then I'm hoping to get into doing some broadcasting of some prior streams across Twitch and across Moonbeam. So check those out. We'll see when I can get that together. But thank you all for joining. And I'll catch you at our next Walk and Talk. And until then, try to stay cool, try to stay classy, and don't forget to be a part of Heffa Nation. I'll see you all later. Bye.